We begin with domestic politics. In an address to the National Assembly this morning, the floor leader of the main opposition Minjoo Party has vowed to reopen the inter-Korean factory park in the North Korean border city of Kaesong that was shut down by the South Korean government last week. For more, we're going to jump straight over to our Shin Se-min at the National Assembly. Se-min, what can you tell us about the floor leader's remarks?
Yes, Mark, it was the second floor leader's address at the parliament given by Lee Jong-kul, the opposition Minjoo Party of Korea. Now, his remarks follows President Park Geun-hye's speech given on Tuesday, and it was a day later than originally scheduled, as President Park announced that she will give her and deliver her speech on the day that was scheduled for floor leader Lee Jong-kul. Now, following up on President Park Geun-hye and his counterpart, ruling party Won-Yu-Char's remarks, he had a lot to say. Lee Jong-kul started off with a critique of President Park Geun-hye's parliamentary address by saying the president's remarks were not enough to help the public understand the government's decision to shut down the Kaesong Industrial Complex. He also had harsh criticisms for South Korea's foreign, security, and unification ministries, saying they had failed to monitor and handle issues related to North Korea. And he called for a full-scale reorganization of the government bodies. He then promised that his party would restore dialogue and strengthen economic cooperations between the two Koreas, and vowed to reopen the closed factory park by enacting a special law once his party wins victory in an upcoming general elections in April.
Well, he sounds very confident, and there were pretty harsh words for the government there and the related ministries involved in this decision. And we also understand that he took aim at Seoul's unification minister as well. What can you tell us about that?
That's right. The floor leader took a hard line against the unification minister Hong Young-pyo for his latest remarks. Now, Minister Hong had been under fire for his claims that the wages made by the North Korean workers at the inter-Korean complex were used to fund the regime's weapons development programs. Hong said that 70% of the money goes into the complex was funneled into the regime, but backtracked that claim by saying that he did not have the evidence to back that up. The opposition floor leader also touched on the issue of deploying the U.S. missile defense system THAAD, saying that the matter should be considered carefully based on the national security concerns. Now, the floor leader's speech comes after one given by the ruling party's floor leader on Monday, and the two will meet along with the top policymakers from both parties on Thursday, where they will seek to narrow their differences on a number of issues ahead of a full floor vote scheduled for this Friday. Now, topping the agenda will, of course, be a bill on redrawing Korea's electoral districts ahead of the elections in April, and pending bills on labor reform, human rights in North Korea, and counterterrorism measures. Now, that's all I have for now, but this is Shin Se-min reporting from the National Assembly.